On paper, this feels really unfair that this is a round of 32 match. Neither of these teams lost in group play. Both these teams did very well in their groups. But someone must go home today as we get this one started down in Houston. Brought to you by Prize Picks. Used by code HMA. Play $5. Get 50 instantly as we are underway here. Brazil in the yellows going left to right. Japan in the whites going right to left as one of just two Asian teams to qualify for the round of 32. Starting lineup for Brazil, literally no changes from last time out. Becker, the keeper, Alisson Becker. And for Brazil, again, no changes whatsoever. It's a 4-3-3 with Douglas Santos, Magalhães, Marquinhos, and Danilo in the back. Paqueta, Casemiro, and Bruno Guimaraes in the midfield. Vini Jr., Ryan on the flanks, and of course, Cunha up top. As for Japan, a few changes, but for the most part, pretty similar. 3-4-2-1 Suzuki and net. You got Hiroki Ito, Taniguchi, Tomiyasu. Yes, Tomiyasu in the back. In the midfield, Nakamura, Kamada, Sano, Doan, Maeda, Ito, and Ueda. So, that is your lineup there. Appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Again, Japan going right to left. How's it going, Cujo? And Brazil going left to right. We got a lot of people in the stream. Appreciate all you guys for being here for this one. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Really does go a long way. If you have not done so already, it helps the channel out a ton by doing that. Again, right now, again, this one, we got 3 games today to cover. 3 games. How's it going, Kev? Brazil down the right side here in the attacking third. Brazil edge of the box right side. High on. High on the right side, edge of the box. He'll go back to the top. It goes for Bruno Guimaraes. Goes right side, Danilo. Danilo, edge of the box. Back on top, tries a 1-2 to get inside the box, but it's intercepted. A good interception there by Japan, but they get it right back. The shot near post. Just wide. The shot there, just wide. How's it going, Michael? Frankly, with you, man. Yeah, ALS, it sucks. It sucks for CJ2K. I hate it so much for him. I mean, that's awful. Just a tragic way to go. Tragic way. Shot just wide. Corner kick. Bruno Guimaraes after the poor clearance. Bruno Guimaraes going to take the corner on the right side. Amen to that. Yeah, screw ALS. Screw ALS. Corner on the right side here. Good start for Brazil. Bruno to take on the right flag. Bruno, cross it to the 6. Headed away easily to the near post. Out for Brazil, throw on the right side. Yeah, let's go, Dre. How's it going? Oh, no, it was Alex. Yeah, he was dominant. He was absolutely dominant. Absolutely dominant. So throw it on the right side here for Brazil. Got 3 games on the dock today. They'll work out the back here. Can Brazil going left to right, Japan right to left. High line by Japan. They force a bad back pass, and Japan want to throw it on the left side. Nakamura to take the throw. Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Absolutely. So good job there by the high line, forcing the pressure. They'll try to play a ball into the attacking third. Brazil won that easily. But a poor clearance by Brazil. Down the left flank here, Maeda. Working on Marquinhos, and Marquinhos wins that battle. And Brazil win a goal kick on the left side. You know, the news sucks. Yeah, this matchup that on paper should not be a round of 32 match. This on paper, both these teams, top 20 in the FIFA rankings. Both these teams did not lose a single game in group play, combined 12 points out of a possible 18 in group play. Goal difference of double digits combined. This is one of those heavyweight fights where it seems unfair sometimes with a draw that South Africa-Canada is a round of 32 match. One of those teams had to advance, and this one is not. Someone's got to go home. But Japan played out the back here on the right side. Again, Japan going right to left. They'll play it to the midfield circle. It goes for Ueda. Ueda then lost the ball. Not a good first touch. Casemiro gets there, and Brazil will work out the back here. Yep, it seems to look similar on TV. Yep, Brazil wearing yellow, Japan wearing white. Yep. Ball down the left side here for Brazil, trying to get into the box. Punched away by Suzuki. Comes off his line. Punches it out. Brazil want to throw in on the left side in the attacking third. So a few people asked about Neymar. Neymar is off the bench. He's available today. He got the appearance last time against Scotland off the bench. But now on the starting line today. No changes for Brazil. Starting line from the last time where they absolutely dominated. So can't hate on that. If he's NBA, easily Cujo. Yep. How's it going, Vita? Appreciate you being here, man. As always, first of 3 games we're doing today. Down the left side here, Brazil. Brazil by midfield. Intercepted. Back to Japan. Good touch there. Winning that one. Tomiyasu will take the throw. Yeah, Brazil's got to make it to the semis at least. Brazil's got to make it to at least the semis. You know, it's a shock in athletes, yeah. Especially because, like, he seemed fully healthy. Seemed completely healthy. And so young, too. Just awful. Japan on the back on the left side. Hiroki Ito. Long ball across midfield. There's no one there. Brazil get it back in their own half. Japan has not been able to get anything going in the attacking third. It's early on, but have not been able to string passes together. Right, this is one that was going to be the Sweet 16 one should be a lead 8 in front of 4. Yes. Brazil on the left side at midfield. Play to Cunha. Cunha back left side. They'll work it around the back now. Switch them play to the right side. Yeah, no, it sucks, Bobby. Absolutely sucks. There's no other way to say it. It sucks. Marquinhos goes left side. Magalhães. Magalhães back to the midfield circle. Casemiro. Right side. Danilo. Switching the play to the right. We'll get into the attack throw with the 1-2. Good ball to Hyon. Hyon now gets it right back. He'll play the pass deflected, but Bruno Guimaraes gets there. Trying to whip it into the box to the left side and cleared away by Japan. Back to the midfield circle it goes. Yeah, 10 out of 10 with a 2 out of 10. Yep, unfortunately. The airplane, sorry, on time to pick up the team that loses the match. Hopefully it's a charter plane. It will be a charter plane. It's going all right. It's going all right, Nick. Yeah, 10 out of 10 with a 2 out of 10. Brazil free kick in the attacking half, meanwhile. After the foul there as Vinny Jr. goes down. Vinny Jr. is so lively so far. 4 goals. He's got an assist as well. Contributed to 5 of the 7 goals that Brazil has scored so far this World Cup. It's crazy. They've had 7 goals in the group stage. Only 2 players scored. Cunha with 3 and Vinny Jr. with 4. Free kick from 35 yards out. Chance to whip one in from the left side. How's it going, Butcher? Appreciate you being here as always. Free kick from the left side. They'll get this one into the box to the right post. Suzuki gets there, spills it, but then gets it right back. Any more DX games? Not until the World Cup's done. No, not until the World Cup's done. Probably have a few more. How much sure is right now, Alex? I'm not sure. They come in and out. It's all good. And Japan will work on the back here after Suzuki grabs that free kick. Again, Japan going right to left. Brazil left to right. Always out of play. Japan want to throw in their own half. Right, Ian Dark Satania and Len Domin's clearly the 2. Yeah, it's not even close. Not even close. So throwing on the right side here for Japan, their own half. We'll get into Sano. Sano back to the thrower. Back to Sano on the right side. Sano looks for someone to get rid to. Gets it across midfield, but not a great ball. It's going to go out of play. Japan really no touches in the attacking third or the attacking half, struggling to string some passes together. And Brazil will play it out the back here. Marquinhos at the midfield circle. Danilo calling for the ball on the right side. He'll get it, but won't do anything with it. He'll just go right back to Marquinhos. How's it going, Red? Appreciate you being here, man. In all 3 games stay on Fox. You're going to be on the call for all 3 of them, which would be a great day. 2 of the matches in particular, you figure should not be round of 32 matches. Netherlands, Morocco being the other one. Germany, Paraguay. And that makes sense. Brazil, midfield circle. Bruno Guimarães. Plays it right side, Marquinhos. Marquinhos from the attacking half will play a ball down the right side for Hyon. Hyon. He's got an overlap for Danilo if he wants. Not going to go. Instead, we'll go back to Bruno Guimarães. Now goes right side for Danilo on the overlap. Danilo back up top to Bruno Guimarães. About 35 yards away. That pass takes a deflection. Falls right back to the midfield circle for Marquinhos. They'll switch to play left side this time. Magalhães. Magalhães left side. 1-2 back to Magalhães. Sano comes out. Japan playing a bit of a higher line now. Finds Casemiro. Right side Marquinhos. They'll switch the play to the right. Hyon on the right. He cuts back inside. He'll try to switch the play left side to the edge of the box. It's a good switch. Good first touch. They'll play right back to midfield as everyone's closed down by Ito right away. Brazil still on the left side at midfield. You know, it's awful, Nick. It's a tragic disease. It's a tragic disease I'm not sure we'll ever see a cure for. Just awful. Bruno Guimarães, right side. Danilo. It was seemingly healthy, too. He uses some bloodbaths today at BW5, or this tournament. I don't think this is going to be one of them. I'd be very surprised if this is one of them. Throw down the right side, though. Brazil. Danilo keeps that one in play. Cross in to the 6. A good cross. Shot block. Goes back to the blocks of Bruno Guimarães. That shot blocked by his own teammate. Play on. Blocked by his own teammate. Bruno Guimarães on the left side. Playing overlap down the left. Trying to get around Doan. We'll go back left side edge of the box. Now they're working around midfield. Back up top, Marquinhos. Marquinhos with space to chip a ball into the box. It's headed back by Japan and fielded by Suzuki. So a good run of play there. A good spell there trying to chip on Vinny Jr. was Marquinhos. Not enough on that one, though. Japan get it right back after a long spell of possession for Brazil. Japan going right to left. 10 minutes gone so far in this one. Japan working on the back. They'll play it left side. Across midfield it goes on the left side for Kamada. 1-2 back to Kamada on the left side. Kamada. Left wing Nakamura. Nakamura thinks he'll get into the attacking third. The run's not there, so he'll go back to Kamada in his own half. Kamada working it out the back. Switching the play now. Hiroki Ito. Hiroki Ito at the midfield circle. They're going to go down the right side. Potentially is Sano. Well, they'll do it slowly. Taniguchi. Plays it right side. Now they'll try to get into the attack. They're the 1-2 on the right side for Sano. It's not there. So I'll switch the play left side. Long switch. It's a good one to the edge of the box. It's a great switch. Nakamura with space. Nakamura cross in. Headed away. Good cross in by Nakamura. Good switch. Headed away by Marquinhos. And Brazil looks to clear, and they will do just that. Brazil gets it out of their own half. It goes back to Japan, but a heavy touch by Japan. And Brazil won a free kick as a result on the heavy touch from Sano. Appreciate you, ECG. Appreciate you being here, man. Yeah, they'd be a bit more dangerous, I think, CB. Normally, any late news would be welcome, but not this. No, actually, it's funny, Al. Any news June, July is not welcome. If there's news, it's never good. If there's NFL news in June or July, it's never good. Any news right now during the dead zone is never a good sign. Usually it's a player getting arrested. Obviously, you don't expect a former player to have ALS. Like, that's tragic. Sano gets a yellow card, by the way, for that challenge. And for that heavy first touch. This made a bad situation worse. But any news during this time is bad. If I see a notification on my phone involving the Jaguars at this time, I'm like, oh crap, what the heck did we do? And Brazil going left to right, Japan right to left. Get into the midfield circle, Casemiro. Back on the left side it goes. Try to switch the play down the right side. Bruga March now goes back to midfield. Now they'll go right side. Danilo. 1-2. Back to the midfield circle. Casemiro. Ball into the box for Vinny Jr. behind him. Behind him on the left side. And Japan intercept. Doan intercepts. And now Japan look to work out the back here. They'll go back to their keeper, Suzuki. Suzuki. Taniguchi. In his own box. Brazil playing a bit of a high line. Will go back to Suzuki. Suzuki just has to boot it deep with Brazil playing a high line. Long ball down the center of the pitch. First touch won by Brazil. Danilo able to win that one, get to the midfield circle. Bruno Guimaraes gets it at midfield. It's a good ball to the center of the pitch in the attacking third. It's a good run here. Cunha, he'll try a shot. That one wide left. But Suzuki taking no chances. And also deflected out of play for a corner. I think that was going wide left. But a good turn by Cunha. Gets around Hiroki Ito. They'll take the corner short on the left side. To the top of the box it goes now. 1-2. Back to the corner. Taker to the far post. And Cunha couldn't get there in time. It was a well-worked set piece. Suzuki was caught out that far post. The entire right side of the net was wide open. Cunha just couldn't get there in time. Bit too much on the cross. Was a great set piece. Brazil on the front foot so far. Japan do not look comfortable in possession. Brazil do, 15 minutes in. But now Japan right off the goal kick. They'll go quickly down the pitch. Good cut back inside. Top of the box here, potentially. Ito taken down to win a free kick. And a yellow card issued for Brazil. Yeah, no, it's usually not this bad. Just of course not, no. Yeah, the OJ chase happened during the World Cup. You have June 17th, 1994. If you never saw the ESPN 30 and 30, that's my favorite one ever. June 17th, 1994. It's a great 30 and 30. There's no narrator. It's literally just them telling you hour by hour what happened there. LeBron James and AD really might happen to Warriors. I mean, that line will be good for the 3 games so they're all healthy. But off the goal kick, a good run there by Japan and Ito with a cutback inside. Casemiro gets a yellow card. Workout call off there. Let's go, taco time. Let's go. I know Alex is one of you in the chat. So free kick for Japan in a dangerous spot at the top of the box. A very dangerous spot. Yep, greatest 30 and 30. Absolutely. You know, it's awful, Chris. I heard the news. It's absolutely terrible. Just, there's nothing else to say. It's just completely tragic. And it's a scary disease. It's absolutely heartbreaking. A free kick at the top of the box here. Brazil looks like a 4-man wall plus laying down is Paqueta. 5-man wall, actually, plus a man laying down if they try to jump over the wall. Standing over the ball, Doan and Kamada. Hiroki Ito also standing over the ball. 3 players. Who's going to take it? Looks like Kamada to take. Kamada right into the wall. But it will be a corner. Japan do win a corner on the left side. But a poor free kick there. The 5-man wall and a man laying underneath. You couldn't go under the wall yet. Kamada, well, he was ambitious. Thinking that the man under the wall, maybe he didn't see the man under the wall. Nonetheless, Ito to take the corner kick on the left side. Maybe this set piece will be a little bit better. Yeah, Brazil, their last one was in Japan in 2002. Yep. Corner here from the left. Into the near post. The header won by Brazil. They'll clear it. Stays for Japan to win the attacking half. Going down the left side here. Nakamura. Ito now. Ito overlap on the left side. Nakamura tries to keep it in play, but that's a poor through ball. Trying to play the overlap. We got to play for a goal kick. Harmlessly for Brazil. Yeah, awful, Taco. It's awful. U.S. soccer better than men's? Yes. Absolutely. Well, part of it is because Title IX, soccer is the biggest sport for women here for the most part. Soccer is now the biggest sport for men. But I don't think it's going to last too much because now Europe realizes, oh yeah, there's money to be had in women's soccer. So they're going to develop and their academy things. I think USA's on borrowed time in women's soccer. They'll still always be good, but I think they're on borrowed time and being a dominant force. You have Germany beat Bolivia in Chicago on June 1794. That was the opening ceremony, too, where Diana Ross just... Well, Diana Ross, the less said, the better about that penalty kick she tried. Sano gives off right side. 1-2 down the right edge of the box, Maeda. Maeda tries to cross it. It's blocked by Magalhaes. And out for Japan throw on the right side. Meanwhile, I just checked. We are less than 20 subs away from 76,000. Somehow. So if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe. It really does help us out a ton on the channel. We're less than 20 subs away. Thrown on the right side here for Japan. Ueda. You're going to foul on the throw. Ito might have taken a bit too long on that one. Brazil get it right back. With Adrian Brown on the pads for the contending team, I mean, they made the Super Bowl last year. So, yeah, of course they're a contender. I don't know why they wouldn't be. It's going to be tough. I'm not sure they're going to do it, but they're going to be contending. And they made it last year. For the most part, 99% of the time, if a team makes the Super Bowl the year before, they're going to be a contending team going into the season. There are some exceptions, like the Broncos after Manning retired and they had Trevor Siemian, or the Ravens after everyone just left in free agency. But for the most part, I'm never going to say for a team that made the Super Bowl the previous year that they're not going to be able to contend for the Super Bowl the following year. That's how they're going to do it. I think they'll be worse, but they're not bad. Magalhaes in his own half now. Cross midfield to the midfield circle goes for Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes left side at midfield circle. Marquinhos. So Japan starts to play a bit of a high line, so they'll just go one-touch pass around midfield on the left side. To the midfield circle, back to Bruno Guimaraes. Plays it down the left side. It's a great ball by Guimaraes. Paqueta now on the left side. Plays it to Vinny. Vinny trying to go on a run and what a throw-in on the left side. Working around midfield here, Danilo. Danilo back to midfield circle. How's it going, Ali? Appreciate you being here. Who do I like to win it all? For World Cup, France. For NFL, I'm going Rams. I think the Rams are the best team. The other teams are catching up. Yep. Yeah, to win the World Cup, my pick of the start was France. I have no reason to change it. Thrown here for Japan now. On the left side again. Japan going right to left. Brazil left to right. Thrown here into the attacking half. Pushed from behind. No call. Back to Japan, though, in their own half, trying to win them to Sano. Sano does win it. Played to Hiroki Ito on the left side in his own half. Hiroki Ito. He'll switch the play to the right. It's an ambitious switch. It's not a great switch. It's underkicked. Back to Brazil in the attacking third. Overlapping run for Vinny down the left side. Vinny with his space gets across to the box. Header one by Taniguchi. Saves with Brazil, though, left side. Play an overlapping run down the left. Paqueta tries to keep it in play. He does, but no one there on the other end of that cross. Tomiyasu clears it. How's it going, Sertan? Appreciate you being here. Right, Chiefs have a tough division, yes. And the Raiders are going to get better, too, with Mendoza at quarterback. Right, even then, Ali, yeah, even then the Titans were surprising that year. How's it going, Earth Umbrella? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. Konnichiwa in Japan. Yeah, so far, Sertan, I'm very surprised, but this is probably going to set the record. This probably will set the record. Yeah, it's pretty chalky. Usually World Cup's pretty chalky. Usually there might be like one surprise team that makes it to the quarters, but usually chalk's the way to go. Brazil, midfield on the left side. Again to the attacking third. 1-2 with Vinny. Back to Vinny here. Drake May. No, and he get robbed of MVP. I think that could have gone either way with May and Stafford. That could have gone either way. Am I holding up? Oh, we're doing well. I mean, can't complain. I mean, I'm blessed to be able to do this for a living, so can't complain. The voice doesn't love me, though. My voice doesn't love me, but I can't complain. Magalhaes. It's the alternative of working during the World Cup. Bruno Guimaraes. Back to midfield it goes. Magalhaes. Switching the play to the right side. Now edge of the box. Over his head, though. So good idea to switch it to Danilo. It may prove why he wasn't MVP in the postseason. That is also true. Stafford did. Stafford played very well. Outside, I mean, that drive against the Panthers was good. I mean, he had some crap moments of that, but played very well at the end, and then played very well against the Bears and Seahawks game. Just someone had to lose that one. You know, he wasn't robbed. It was a very close race. And that was one that could have gone either way. You Rams get Myles Garrett? Yeah, they're going to win it. They're going to win it. No, Stafford was good in the playoffs. Stafford was very good in the playoffs, actually. He was very good against the Seahawks. Pick for this game, I Brazil. I Brazil close. I had Brazil 2-1. Paqueta. To the midfield circle it goes. Switching the play left side. Magalhães. Player run down the left. Onside is Cunha for the moment. Cunha tries to take on Sano on the left flank. Looking for some space for a cross. And he ran out of space. He also fluffed the cross. It's going to go behind for a goal kick. Hesitate to call anybody robbed? There's some where I would say yes. There are some. Like, I think Joe Flacco coming off the couch, winning comeback player of the year, was BS when Damar Hamlin literally died and came back to life. And John Mechie played with coming back from lymphoma. We go to the hydration break here. So the first hydration break, still no score in this one. I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. U.S. against Belgium or Senegal, if they can win. I mean, they're both good teams. Belgium, they have De Bruyne. Senegal's a very good team. I think Senegal might be better than Belgium, actually. But Belgium doesn't have much up top. Right now, it's definitely not the golden generation. We can play with anyone. I'll put it that way. If the USA plays their game, they can play with, maybe outside of 3 teams, they can play with anyone in the world. Belgium and Senegal are teams they can play with. If the USA plays their game, plays it against Paraguay in the first set against Australia, they can play with anyone. So that's what I'm going with. And this stream brought to you by Prize Picks. Use my code HMA, play $5, get 50 instantly. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to try. We're going to go for some action today. We're going to go a little bit bold. A little bit bold on this one. I'm going to go 3. Balogun, less than 3 shots against Bosnia. Less than 3. It's a tough team to break down. Bosnia's a tough team to break down. I think less than 3 shots. Orlando Heel, more than 2.5 saves against Germany. And Vinny Jr., I think, will have a shot on target. Or a shot on goal. So, that's what I'm going with. Vinny Jr., shot on goal. Orlando Heel, 2.5 goalie saves. More than that. And Balogun, less than 3 shots. So, use my code HMA. This one's 20 to win 56. Use the code HMA, play 5, get 50 instantly. Appreciate you guys being here for this one. Oh, no, you're not wrong, Mr. Goat. No one's denying that. I mean, U.S. women's soccer is number 1 in the world. Yeah, U.S. as a team is good enough to be Belgium or Senegal. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Right, the bench is where it gets concerning. The longer the game goes on, the more concerning it gets because the bench talent's not great. The bench talent is very much lacking. We're at the hydration break here. Going to get back on the way in just a little bit. We are 4 subs away from 76K. Yeah, Tutu Atwell is wide receiver 1, which is insane to think about because he's like 5'5". And then the Dolphins are like, yeah, let's give him a lot of money. Let's give him some money. I'm like, what? What are you doing? And back and away here. Goal kick for Japan. Off the hydration break. Well, USA, I mean, they're deeper. Yep. Duval, how's it going, S-Mac? Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here. Duval all the way. Let's go. Japan, right off the Goal kick, they'll play down the right flank, and they will win a corner kick out of it. Going down that right flank. Am I less confident they'll make the last 8? No, I'm not. No. Nope. If we play our game with our starters, we can play with anyone. I'm not worried. I don't want to say I'm not worried, but that game didn't change anything. Truly did not change anything. Made to hydrate. Yep. That's the Jaguar jersey. It's the Jaguar yellow, the horrible color rush jerseys were the P chart. Corner in for Japan into the 6, header over the bar. It's a good ball in. Ueda just over the bar. Just over the bar. Go behind for Brazil. Goal kick. A 5 jacklap. I mean, we're good friends. We're good buddies. So maybe at some point, Ricey. Maybe at some point. Get 2-12 wide receiver 1, yeah. I don't think honestly, I don't think a casual NFL fan could name one receiver on the Dolphins. I honestly do not think a casual fan can name one person on the Dolphins at wide receiver. Japan get it back off the goal kick. Hiroki Ito boots it deep. He's trying to clear it back to Allison. It goes. Again, Brazil going left to right. Japan right to left. Will he be blackballed in the NFL? Yes. Sorsby is going to get blackballed in the NFL because he compromised the integrity of the sport. You can't gamble. You can't gamble against your team. It compromises the integrity. It makes it seem illegitimate. What team is going to want a player that could potentially throw games and has taken no accountability? He's shown no remorse, taken no accountability. What team is going to want a guy who bet against his own team? Anything looks good for the Jags if you teal, green, or black. Yep, absolutely. You're not wrong there. Not wrong on that. Just go back to the old Prowler uniforms. Brazil work out the back meanwhile. They'll play it across midfield. Not a great ball. Looking on the right side there for Hyon and go right back to Taniguchi. Taniguchi gets into the attacking half. For being dispossessed there was Ito. Poor switch by Brazil, though. Intercepted by Sano. Sano in the attacking third. Sano with space. Sano! What do you know? Sano! Sano off the dispossession! And Japan in front! Japan in front! Sano! 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 It was a poor ball by Brazil at midfield off a switch. From right to left, Sano read it all the way. No one closed him down. He ran about 30 yards uncontested, let it fly from the top of the box, and Japan off a Brazilian turnover. 1-0. What a goal for Sano. What a goal for this Japanese side. Just a poor ball to switch, and Sano, with a great run, he's able to get around his man, Casemiro, with ease. Lets it fly while falling down the top of the box. He ran about 40 yards all by himself, uncontested. And Sano, with a great shot perfectly placed into the left corner. And Japan in front 1-0. Yeah, it would be a good pickup, Mr. Goat, for the Warriors. Yep. Well, they're not elite yet. I'm not sure they're ever going to be. I'm not sure USA's ever going to be. Right now, the NFL's already had several guys, but no one's bet against their own team. There have been guys that bet on their team or bet other things, but they never bet against their own team. I would say another cycle, Mr. Goat. I would say another cycle, potentially. More shocking moment, Algeria third goal, because that was never supposed to happen. We've seen half-court shots before, but the more shocking one was that. Yeah, UFL, the UFL wants him. The UFL does want him. I think it would be a bad look for them, but they do want him. I don't think he would ever go there, but... yeah, we'll wait for your opponent to make a mistake and then pounce. Yep, absolutely perfect. It's a poor ball at midfield, right in a dangerous spot. Very similar to where Michael Bradley gave the ball up against Portugal in 2014, if you remember that goal. And Casemiro just couldn't chase him down. Casemiro just could not chase him down in the slightest bit. And Casemiro 34. If that was a cycle before, Casemiro makes that tackle. But Sano just, with his pace, gets around him with ease. Sano, the 6th different goal scorer for Japan at this World Cup. The 25-year-old Bundesliga midfielder. Puts Japan in front. You know, this is a good matchup, Scherzer. This is a very good matchup. Free kick for Brazil, meanwhile, in the attacking half on the left side. We got a fiver from Nick. 5-1 should be message. Oh, it should be 5 I will. Yep, let me do that right now. Let me got you. Yeah, you got a new Twitter. Yeah, I heard the old one got hacked. So let me get that going right now. Appreciate you, Nick. Oh, perfect. All right. Gotcha. Malay text on the tags? Not on the tags. No, not on the tags. There's not it's not Malay text in the tags. Japanese in the tags. Or there might be Malay text in the tags. Wait. I think for this one there is, not for the next one. This one there is. Free kick in for Brazil, the header wide. Cunha wide. Yeah, I know Speed's doing some games. I know Speed is, he's allowed to do a lot of games. You got to deal with FIFA and Fox to do it, so. Yeah, so what I do is I look at the top geographies for previous streams, and I saw Malaysia was one of the top, 7 for Brazil. So I decided to put some Malay tags in there. So we're officially over 76,000 subs. Let's go. Yeah, pretty much guarantees both teams score. Potentially, we're better. Brazil throwing back to midfield on the right side. Appreciate you, Nick, on that one, too. No, we should have conceded that goal. No, not at all. Not at all. About to go bed and leave your stream when Algeria scored that goal. Yeah, that was one of the craziest moments in the history of group stage. Always remember that. Now, Vinny, shot from the top of the box on the feed from Bruno Guimaraes. Got on target. Right at Suzuki. Mohamed Tech sparkles for 2 jewels. Appreciate you on the jewels. Yeah, that Algeria match, that was one of the greatest endings I've ever seen. That's a game that's going to be, remembered forever. No, Sano not play for Inter Miami. No. He not play for Inter Miami. Yep, 76K. 24K away. We're on the up and up. Japan throwing in their own half again. Japan going right to left. Brazil left to right. Appreciate you, Mohammed, on that one. Brazil long through ball, trying to get into the box. Not enough pace on that one. Brazil gets it right back. They'll play it left side here. Magalhães. Switch the play now to the right side. Danilo, edge of the box. Good first touch. Trying to get around Maeda. Maeda closes the space down. Goes back to Marquinhos. Back to Danilo. Danilo, cross into the box. Cleared for the moment. Back to the top of the box on the turn. To the left side. Chance here for Brazil. Vinny up top. One time blocked by Sano. Paqueta on the block. Paqueta on the shot. Should say Sano on the block. Left side, Vinny Jr. Vinny looking for some space around Doan. Will give it off left side. Doan blocks the cross. Doan blocks the cross, and Japan look to go on a counterattack. Unable to do so. Brazil get it back, edge of the box left side. Paqueta, long through ball left side, looking for Vinny Jr. Goes well out of play. Too much pace on that one. Yeah, folks, this is going crazy. Yep, I can't imagine. They were, Vaughn. Yeah, they were. They were literally, they did 150 consecutive passes before that shot. They were literally just passing around the back. Like, literally, the 15 minutes before that, they were doing nothing. They were both going for a tie. I think we could, Joe. I definitely think we could. Brazil and Japan look too similar? Yellow and white? I don't see it at all. Brazil get it right back off the goal kick. Chance here. Bruno Guimaraes feeds it left side. Magalhães back up top. Vinny Jr. looks for space. He cuts to the left side. Back to Bruno Guimaraes on a one-time. I don't think he was expecting it. Doan gets a foot in front. Stops the attack for the moment. Stays with Brazil to win the attacking third. Casemiro, left side Magalhães. Look for a ball in down the left side. Headed away by Japan. Look to go on the counterattack. Down the right flank, Japan. Good run here by Ito. Ito working around Magalhães, trying to cut back and set up Paqueta. He'll want to throw it on the right side. If the Royals played for a game in Hammond during in Arrowhead, yeah, we could get some chaos. Arrowhead has a funny way of making things incredibly bizarre. Brazil went back off the throw-in. They played on their own half. Brazil going left to right, Japan right to left. into the midfield circle, just being allowed to make a run there. Danilo. Play it to his center back here. Back to Danilo on the right side. Switch it to midfield. Paqueta. Just allowed to make that run to start. Plays it left side. Back to Paqueta. Only 4K away, yep. You know, he plays in the Bundesliga. Yep, he plays in the Bundesliga. Not for Miami. Marquinhos. So 1-2. Good one with Casemiro. Gives it off left side. Bruno Guimaraes. Or excuse me, Cunha. Taking off the ball. Get it back, though. Magalhaes, about 35 yards away, will play it left side. Magalhaes. Down the left flank. No space there. They'll retreat back to midfield. Yeah, they're the away team. Yep, because home team is Brazil. Home team's always first for... It's weird. For soccer, the home team's first. For American sports, the home team's last. Paqueta. Gives it off left side. Back to Magalhaes. Centralized position at midfield. Can I turn from BW Fuck? I show speed. Yep, we actually give him a sweet. I gotta check that out afterwards. I gotta check that out. I know he's allowed to stream. He's good. I do say speed has really done a complete 180. He's really matured into a better person. I really like him now. Shot here. That one's saved. Top of the box. Not a lot of pace down for Cunha. He let it fly from about 30 yards out. Japan just boot it deep with Suzuki. He goes right back to Brazil in their own half. Marquinhos gets there. Play it to the midfield circle. I'm going to switch the play left side. Yeah, it could have been Charizard. Yep. How's it going, Evan? Yep. Still can hear my Sudoku. Oh, wow. Even on the lowest level possible. That's awesome. It was a great goal. Hold it down. Go Brazil. We'll see Chocolate. Right now, not looking good, but I got the ball here high on. Yeah, the whole UC is going to go crazy if they win. Oh, yes, they will. Magalhaes. Back to Casemiro at midfield. They'll switch to play right side. Danilo. Danilo on the right. He'll go for Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Switch to left side. I think Vinny's going to score one. I do think Vinny will bag one. Edge of the box here, Vinny. Trying to turn, goes back up top, looking for a 1-2. It's not there. It's intercepted. Read beautifully by Maeda. Maeda taking it down the right side, but a poor touch. With Paqueta closing in on him. Had a chance to go down the right side off the giveaway, but Paqueta chased it down nicely, and Japan won a throw. It slows down the attack. Yeah, I do wonder Charizard, yep. Yeah, I don't understand it too, Joe. You go to a Ranger game, they're on the left. Yeah, that's dumb. Yeah, home team should always be, for those sports, they should always be on the right side. Got Vinny Gold, Brazil moneyline, Germany, over 1.5 at plus 416. Oh, man, I want to cut if it hits. You know, the goal that they scored, the goal that Japan scored, Casemiro's got to close that one down. Also, it was a terrible giveaway at midfield. But Casemiro's got to close that one down. You can't have a 40-yard run in the center of the pitch. So let's do a YouTube feature. Appreciate you, Evan. Appreciate you, congratulations. Yeah, this one's doing well so far, too. This one's already set the record for most viewed streaming channel history. Like, it's already set the record. Marquinhos up top. Marquinhos looks to switch the play. He will right side. So 1-2 with Danilo. Back right side for Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes back up top to Marquinhos. He'll go left side now. Paqueta. Looking for a run in. A 1-2 Acuna. Back to Paqueta left side. Cross into the box. There's no one there. Way too much on that. Looking for Cunha in the box. Suzuki corrals it with ease. Stadium scoreboard. Home team always on the left. Home they might be. They might be home. Not in baseball. Definitely not in baseball. Viewers from Indonesia? A few. Yeah, we got some viewers from Indonesia. Yeah, that was 2011. Yeah, that earthquake was 2011. They're not playing convincing at all. No, they are not. Granted, Japan's a good team, but they're not creating chances in the 18. Japan's doing very well in the box defensively. Still plenty of time, though. Kamada, left side. Go back in his own half, Taniguchi. Switching the play right side. Tomiyasu. Overlap down the right if he wants. Not going to play it, so we'll go back to Tomiyasu. And midfield on the right side. Plays it down the right. Looking for some space to get around Nagales. We'll go for Ito. Now down the right side here. Trying to cut back here. Looking on the play for Tomiyasu. Brazil intercepts. Japan win a throw as a result. Obviously, plenty of time left in this one. Plenty of time. But if this result holds, it will be the first time since 1990 that Brazil did not make it to the quarterfinals. Be the first ever time since 1990. It's been a bit. The Austria Jordan came close to one. Yes, it did. Cross the box for Japan. Headed away by Marquinhos. Looking for Maeda in the box. Saves with Japan to win the attacking third. Left side. Hiroki Ito. Cross it to the far post. Flicked behind by Brazil. Out for a Japanese throw on the right side. Douglas Sanz on that one. Yeah, this would be an upset. Yep. Yeah, Malaysia. Yep. Yep, you'd be surprised. Yeah, it could change that. I mean, yeah, the World Cup, it converts a lot of people. The World Cup converts a lot of people. It's a fun tournament. On the right side, Sano. Grimace McDonald's ad? I mean, which one wasn't, to be fair? On the right side, they faced out Grimace. Sano cuts back inside, dispossessed of Bruno Guimaraes. No foul. Play on. Left side for Japan. They'll switch the play on the left. Nakamura. Ball down the left side, back to Nakamura. Nakamura trying to work around Danilo. He'll go back up top for Kamada. Kamada switching the play midfield on the right side, Taniguchi. That was the big one, deciding paper. Yep. That was a big one. I'll go fact on that. Japan up top, looking at top of the box for Nakamura. Intercepted. Saves with Japan, though, off the clearance. Hiroki Ito, yeah, the AL's a mess right now. The AL Westers does not deserve a playoff team. Left side, Kamada. So 1-2 back left side, Kamada. Shouldn't be much added time. I think 4 minutes when the time comes. Kamada switching the play right side. Itakura. Good first touch. He dances around his man. Tries to shove at the top of the box. Blocked. Brazil looks to go on the counterattack. Tripped up. That should be a yellow card, and it will be for stopping the counterattack. Yellow card there for Kamada. Easy call there. Stopping the counterattack from Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah, without Judge, they're not good. I think right now Caminero is the favorite for MVP. I think right now Caminero is definitely the favorite. Okay, so many leagues. That makes sense, Evan. Like, you think of like American sports, there's really only one league, but there's so many leagues. I get that. I get that. I'd say Premier League is a very good place to start. Premier League is a very good place to start. As I predicted, 4 minutes. I didn't realize the Singapore anthem's in Malay. I did not know that. Ball into the box for Brazil. The header, and that one deflected wide right. It will be a goal kick. Crosser about 40 yards out. Put into a good spot. Paqueta raises his hand since it was a good ball. Oh, no, you're good, Evan. You're good on that one. Yeah, some of Japan dribbling looks more Brazil-esque. Yep. You know, they're making some good runs. Making some very good runs. Long runs, too, that you expect out of Brazil. Brazil's the only injury Japan. Long ball here for Japan off the goal kick. It's flicked behind by Brazil. On the left side, keep it in play. In the attacking third, Maeda. Edge of the box, left side, Nakamura. Back up top, Kamada. Play it down the left, Maeda. Maeda down the flank, back up top, Kamada. Kamada looks for a ball. On the far post on the right side, not there. Kamada. Play it left side, Hiroki Ito. Overlapping run down the left side. Chance for a cross here, Nakamura. Looking to dance around Bruno Guimaraes. She'll go back left side for Kamada. Taniguchi. Up top, Sano. Switching the play right side. You were at the Angels team yesterday? Yeah, the Angels are not a good team. They are not good. Yeah, it's been a fun one, Vaughn. It's been a very fun one. As they switch the play, it's a poor ball on the right side by Doan. Goes out of play. Brazil win a throw. Be a lot of questions for Brazil if this result holds. And plenty of time, but as things stand, to be the first time since 1990. They've qualified for every World Cup. They made it to the quarterfinals every year since 1990. Each of the last 8 installments, they made it to at least the quarters. This would be, I don't want to say a shocking result, because Japan's a good team, but it would be an upset for sure. You know, he's got a lot. Yeah, he might get to 50. He'll get to 50, Taco. I think he's going to get to 50. Yeah, Caminero would be my pick for MVP right now in the AL. Brazil work out the back here. The midfield circle, Casemiro. Marquinhos, right side at midfield. Marquinhos. Back to the midfield circle it goes. Your jersey just got canceled. Let's go, Joe. You don't have to go back till 2029. There you go. So you can watch the World Cup tomorrow. Let's go. Marquinhos. Switching the play left side. Magalhães. Magalhães. Edge of the box. Trying to play a 1-2 for Vinny down the left side. Cleared by Japan. There's not a lot of space for Brazil to operate in the box. Feels very much like watching Turkey against Australia in game 1. Or match day 1. In Women's World Cup 27, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing Euros in 28. Yeah, we're doing soccer every summer. Soccer will be our go-to every summer now. Because I love it. Cleared away by Ito. On that other cross in by Brazil from the right side this time. One last chance for Brazil this half to level the score. Danilo, right side. He'll head it into the box. Cleared by Japan. Nakamura. He'll get rid of it. Get it across midfield. Potential counterattack here with a good touch by Ueda. But Marquinhos closes that one down. Should take us to halftime as Paqueta is limping a little bit inside the box. Make it more interesting? No, I'm always fascinated in the World Cup. I love it. I've always been a World Cup junkie. I've always loved it. Like, I've watched every World Cup that I can remember. I've always been a World Cup junkie. So, it does make it more interesting, I would say. Adds a level, extra layer of intrigue. I would say that's fair. Right, they played Argentina. Yep, they played Argentina in 1990. MLS Euro Leagues? Depends. I think the problem is that obviously during football season, there's just so much going on. But potentially during, potentially in the spring. I wouldn't do Premier League during the fall. Because Premier League during the fall would just kill my voice. And my sleep schedule. It's getting owned up in the suite. Oh boy. Yeah, Scheffler is really good. Scotty Scheffler is very, very good. Yeah, Japan, they're playing that left side so suffocatingly. Yep. Yeah, they can win this. They're not getting a lot of space. Brazil's not getting a lot of space. They can win this thing. Score is what? Yep, Japan up 1-0. Although Japan's a good team. Japan's a really good team. So. Even 22? Yeah, no, I watched 22. Yep, I watched 22. Didn't watch it, like, as closely just because it was during football season. Yeah, Brazil loses this early. It'll be the first time since 1990 that they did not make it to the quarterfinals. But yeah, we always said this was one of the matchups that should not have been a round of 32, right? This first and foremost. Yep, NFL's first and foremost. 100%. We're not switching that. And we need a new soccer world football edition of Dumb Decisions? Yes, we do. At some point, we do. Again, this would be an upset. It wouldn't be like a shock. Japan's a good team. Japan's a top 15 team in the world. Japan is darn good. They're very organized. They're very good. They played well against the Netherlands, too. No, this would not be worse than 7-1. No, not even close. No. No, Japan's a good team. Also, they tie the Netherlands. Japan's a good team. 7-1 was on your home soil, your first competitive home loss in 39 years. In the World Cup. A World Cup that you had to win. You pretty much displaced so many people. Champions League knockout? We could do that, yeah. We could definitely do Champions League knockout rounds. And Premier League in the spring. But fall, we can only do football. Fall, we could pretty much only do football. Right, FIFA is like a you-know-what with copyright. FIFA with copyright is just brutal. Absolutely brutal. I think she does, Michael. I think she does. Do you take advantage of the stock population? Yep. Stay on for halftime? You know, why not? Why not? We got a lot of people on stream. We're going to stay on. Right, to be out this early, it would be... It's one of those where, on one hand, yes, on the other hand, this should never been a round of 32 matchup in the first place. This is not like they're losing to a cupcake. This is one where they just got a crap draw. Japan's a good team. Neither of these teams deserve to be out in the round of 32. Based on how they played in group play, neither of these teams deserve to be out this early. Yeah, I'll stay on. Why not? We got a lot of people on. You know, it's a bummer to be. I get it, though. I get it. It's one of those things where, like, if you're not comfortable calling the sport, it's scary. Like, it was scary calling hockey at first, because I was not comfortable calling it. So I completely get it. But here, we've got, like, the views on this stream are insane. Yeah, the voice is holding. Yeah, we're going to keep going. Yeah, Canada's in the round of 16. Yeah, exactly. Canada, South Africa did not deserve to be a round of 32 match. Yeah, Brazil lose it. Yeah, I get you on that one, Sports Talk. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah. Right, Brazil and extra resty as well. Yes, they did. There'll definitely be a lot of questions. I'll put it that way. Brazil loses, there'll be a lot of questions about them. Brazil loses, they're going to make some changes. It'll be a failure of a tournament. No one would deny that. It'll be a failure of a tournament. But Japan's a tough out. Yeah, Canada, I think they're cooked. I think they're completely cooked. It really is just, it's a crap draw. It really is a crap draw. Like, Canada, South Africa has no business being a round of 32 match on one end of the spectrum. And on the other end of the spectrum, Brazil, Japan has no business being a round of 32 match. You know, it's awful, Oz. I saw that. It's a scary disease. It's scary, and I don't think we're ever going to see a cure for it. And just, it impacts perfectly healthy people. It's crazy. All good, Ricey. All good. Say will be amazing. I think so too, Chocolate. I think so too. I think Japan, when we get to like the 65th minute, is gonna park the bus and whatnot. Good deal, and I'm up for it. Yeah, run for Canada. Yeah, I mean, it's the first time they ever made it to the knockout rounds. First time they ever won a game in the World Cup. They win 2. Made it to the round 16. Yeah, Canada, it's been a success. Right, USA's round of 16. Yes, they're definitely a round of 16 team. Yes, US policy is a round of 32 match that makes sense. There's some matches where it's like the draw should not be like that on one end and somewhere like Germany, Paraguay, that makes sense. Netherlands, Morocco does not make sense. Netherlands, Morocco is an absolute crap round of 32 match in the sense that that should be a round of 16 or a quarterfinal match. Like, that's unfair that one of those teams is going home. Brad got cooked on day one because I picked South Africa. But I didn't have him going far. I mean, I picked South Africa too, but I didn't have him going past the round of 16. You know, it's going to be a tough one to crack, yeah, unfortunately, Sports Talk. Unfortunately. Brazil would bust a lot of brackets. Brazil would destroy a lot of brackets. I think I had him in the semifinals. I think I had Brazil in the semis. But yeah, this is it's going to be tough. It's going to be a great final 45. I'm excited for this. I'm excited. Yeah, this point, whatever happens with Japan is gravy. Whatever happens at this point for Japan, they've already made the world proud and their country proud. And Jesse Marsh, he's like the perfect manager for them. Yeah, anyone can be knocked out. Yep, anyone can be knocked out. I don't think Argentina's going to get knocked out. I don't think Argentina. I think they're the one that I think are okay. But you never know. I mean, if Cabo Verde parks the bus and then wins on PKs, you never know. It's the beauty. It's the magic of the cup. Oh, you only picked it for the one game? Oh, yeah, that's not busted. It's like saying you picked an 8-9 game wrong in March Madness. Your bracket's busted. You Brazil losing the quarters versus England in your bracket. Yeah, this is going well right now for Mexico. That side of the bracket for Mexico is looking very good right now. Yeah, bust brackets. Yep. Yeah, Japan's defense is very organized, very impressive. I mean, they've been organized this entire tournament. Japan's defense, I mean, Japan's impressed me. Look, Japan's a good team. I had trouble picking this game. I really had trouble picking Brazil-Japan. I said both these teams, they look good in group play. It's a tough matchup to pick. It really is. You know, he's definitely one of the best American managers in soccer. He definitely is. 100,000% he is. If you like what we see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. We're staying on for the halftime break. Why the heck not? Why not at this point? The North American Mourinho. Well, he doesn't park the bus. I mean, it's not the prettiest, but it's not park the bus tactics. Meanwhile, I can confirm at halftime, this is the most viewed stream in channel history. Already. We still have another half to go. This is the most viewed stream in channel history already. By a lot, I should say. Yep, the Canuck flag is up, sun is shining. Can't hate on that. I love that we play on your Independence Day and you play on our Independence Day. Yeah, I need a hydration break too. I need a hydration break. Remember to rate CDC on the Rate Game app when all is said and done. Completely free to use the Rate Game app. It's a great, great product. The total views on this stream so far, just for some perspective. Yeah, congrats Canada for winning. Yeah, and they deserved it too. South Africa had nothing up top. South Africa had nothing up top. They deserved it. Even more than US Canada? Yes. Yes. Appreciate you, Jerry, on that. England is not scoring its Mexico bonus rating? I think like 6. I think 6 on that. So the most concurrent views we had at one time was US Canada. That was 4,100 at one time. Yeah, at one time that was easily like, that still is the most concurrent at one time was US Canada. But total views on that stream are 154,000. This one's at 187. Somehow, I don't know how. How's it going, Lou? Your week off? Let's go. Picked a good week off. Picked a good week off with the World Cup and everything. Right, yeah, that's the record for most concurrent at the same time. The early Avril Lavigne, I mean, she was great. Early Avril Lavigne's great. But the most at one point was 4.3. And that was the most at one time. But over the course of the entire stream, how YouTube calculates it, this is over 187,000 total views. Which is just bonkers to think about. And this is the first of 3 streams we're doing today. This is stream number 1. We got 3. Just really watch the games. There you go. What a way to celebrate the 250th. What a way to do that. We've gone up about 200 subs during the course of this stream. We started the day at 75,884. We're now up to 76,042. You guys have been awesome. I appreciate you guys a ton. Complicated's a great song. Yeah, Complicated is a phenomenal song. I think Skater Boy's better, but it's tough. Brazil's overwhelming color advantage outweighs their crap number 5 disadvantage, resulting in a brand upset. Switzerland, Algeria, instead of 5-12, that's more like a 7-10. The Netherlands, Morocco's going to be a great game. I'm excited for that. That's going to be a very good game. I mean, Paraguay's a tough team to break down. Paraguay's a tough team to break down. So I think Germany, they might have some trouble offensively on the attack against Paraguay. Netherlands-Morocco is just going to be a cracking match. Netherlands-Morocco is going to be... That's going to be cinema. Netherlands-Morocco is going to be cinema. I'm calling 3 games. Calling all the games. Calling all the games. This is what you could have had, Fox. This is what you could have had in your box. This is exactly what you could have had. And Mourinho is a legend. Mourinho is an absolute legend. He wears out his welcome very quickly, but he's an absolute legend. Germany loss would be stunning, yes. Germany loss, they have not played well this World Cup, but a Germany loss would be stunning. To Paraguay, they'd be stunning. That would be a big upset. So England fan, I'm loving this. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. So I think Japan's not great in the air, and you have Harry Kane. So those set pieces, you're going to be in a good spot. It comes down to that. I think England's got a very good matchup against Japan versus Brazil. They can win those set pieces. We saw Japan in the air against Netherlands, and that's pretty similar to what the England side has. So, gonna get back on our way here in just a little bit. Again, if you like what you see, folks, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Germany rolls next game. I don't know if they roll. I don't think... It's not going to be the best game. I could see it being like a 2-0 game. Yeah, Japan seems faster. Yep. You saw that too on the goal by Sano. You saw that on the goal with Sano. He just ran by Casemiro, and it was just 40 yards uncontested. Yeah, you gotta check out some of the videos of the Japan Youth Academy drills. I've seen some of them. I gotta check out more of them. Well, you gotta get there first, please. You gotta get there first. So USA beat Paraguay 4-1. Germany lost to be a catastrophe. Yep. Well, this World Cup's already somewhat of a catastrophe for Germany. They've not looked good. They've really not looked good. Okay, they beat Curacao. So what? They allowed Curacao to get a goal. Beat Curacao. Whoop-de-doo. You want a medal for that. 100,000 people on the island. You beat a Caribbean nation. Okay, so what? Ivory Coast, you didn't look good at all until Undav came on. In Ecuador, you played your starters and you lost. USA cannot play July 4th. Nope. That would be July 6th, I think. If the US wins, I think it'd be July 6th. But it's funny, this is the first time ever the USA's playing a World Cup knockout game in prime time. Ever. First time it's ever happened. Yes, Canada for Sam McLaughlin and Brian Adams. I gotta give Brian Adams credit. Mexico, Ecuador. Mexico 1-0. Mexico 1-0. It looks like we will have a sub for Brazil. Endrick, who came off the bench the last 2 matches, he does not have a penny on. Endrick does not have a penny on. He's talking to one of the coaches. Japan's going to come out of the tunnel, but it looks like Endrick's going to come on. So Endrick will enter the match here for Brazil. Yeah, 2-0, yeah. It's going to be a low scoring. It's not going to be the prettiest game. Mexico does not exactly play the most appeasing style of football. England knockout for the semis. That would not surprise me. That would not surprise me. Haven't been too impressed with them on the whole. So teams are going to come out of the tunnel in just a little bit. And it looks like Endrick is going to come on for Brazil. He had 5 subs, and I think they will make one right out the break. Not sure for who. It would assume it would be for Cunha. I didn't really do much that first half. You would assume it would be for Cunha. And we do have emojis. If you remember, you can show us for either one of these teams. We are doing, after this, the Germany-Paraguay match. That starts at 4:30 Eastern time. We'll redirect you there when the time comes. Yeah, I don't like the black uniforms for Canada. I don't like that. You miss Rafinha hurts? Yes, very much so. Very much so. Starting off to okay, Endrick starts to get him not just last 20 minutes. Yeah. He's got to get into the flow of the match. He's got to get into the flow. It will not be for Cunha. It will not be for Cunha. Endrick will come on, and it will be not for Cunha, but rather Paqueta. So Paqueta's coming off. He was a bit limp at the very end of the half. He was a bit limp at the very end. Not sure if it's an injury sub or a tactical sub. Either way, Endrick is coming on. And Brazil will have 4 subs remaining. No changes for Japan out the halftime break. Yeah, Palmer should have been on there. Extra time is Zima and Seba Shua. They just keep playing until someone scores. I would love that. That's how it should be, Sports Talk. I'm with you on that. I'm 100% with you. I think PKs are a bad way to decide a game. So Endrick's going to come on. Yeah, Palmer should have been there. McGuire I'm fine with, but Palmer should have been there. Palmer absolutely should have been there. I was flabbergasted when I saw the team sheet when they announced the squad. I'm like, wait, he's not there? Like, what? All right, let's get the second half started. Japan going left to right this half. Brazil right to left. Endrick on the pitch. Paqueta off. Japan will start with the ball, and we'll be back on our way here for this second half. Here we go. Japan with a 1-0 lead, on the verge of knocking Brazil out before the quarterfinals for the first time since 1990. 45 minutes to go, though, to decide that. Japan, if this result holds, again, there's a lot of time left, but if this result holds, this would be the first time ever, the literal first time ever, that Japan would have won a knockout game. Immediate cross of the box on the left side there by Vinny Jr. Going to the right side. Suzuki makes the save. The longest shootout soccer game is? Well, they stop at 120. Yeah, I like it too, Joe. Yes, I do. I do. Yeah, Mexico, they don't have the talent necessarily, but they're very organized up the back. It's not the most appeasing. I'm not sure they can play from behind, but it gets the job done. Japan, left side, trying to get a ball in. Down the left side, that one's blocked. Stays with Japan, though, Nakamura. Nakamura back into the box left side, gets across into the far post. Looking for a head there, looking to find Doan. Doan, cleared away. Found Doan's feet, but then cleared away. In Argentina, I mean, their kits are classy. Japan, this is the 5th time they've made it to the knockout rounds. All 4 times before, they did not advance. The first time they qualified for the World Cup was 1998. Brazil had not missed the quarter since 1990. How crazy would this be? I mean, it'd be an upset. It wouldn't be a crazy upset. Japan's a darn good team. I'm going to say fact, Rob. I'm going to say fact. It wouldn't be a crazy upset, but it would be an upset. I think for casuals, it would be. For casuals, it definitely would be. Yeah, can you imagine sports talk? Yeah. Again, Brazil going right to left. They'll play it out the back here on the right side. Casemiro. The midfield circle, Bruno Guimaraes. Switching the play left side, Magalhães. Left side, Douglas Santos. Vinny Jr. on the left. Vinny Jr. looks for a run down the left side as an overlap if he wants. We'll cut back inside. Look for a cross into the box. To the top of the 18, cleared by Japan. They'll try to start a counterattack. Oh, that's great space. That's great pace. Foul from behind. That should be a yellow. And it will be. Great pace there by Maeda. You're seeing the speed of Japan on full display. Another 40-yard run where Maeda is able to just go without any issue. And Danilo will get a yellow. You know, real soccer fans would not be too surprised by this result. What does Ronaldinho get in? Yeah, desperation sits in around 60, yep. But yeah, you've seen a few times today that Japan can just run center of the pitch. They have more pace. They just have more pace than Brazil right now. I'm going to close down these crosses, close down these balls. Japan work out the back, going left to right. Play back to the keeper. Here's Suzuki. Suzuki. Into the box, Taniguchi. Back to Suzuki. Suzuki. Give it off for Sano. Sano, heavy cut. To switch the play to the right side. It goes for Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu, heavy first touch. Japan will win it back on a throw on the right side. Brazil adamant that Tomiyasu was the last one to touch it. The ref not having any of it. They might say it was a foul. I think they're going to say Cunha made contact. So that S instead of a Z, that's just the Portuguese version of it. Do you see the subs warming up? Neymar is warming up. They need to go Sapelli. Yes, they need a lot of help right now. They got to be more clever. They got to be more clever in their attack. Japan at midfield. Cleared away for the moment by Casemiro. Back to the right side edge of the box. Trying to play a ball on. Looking to find Endrick, and too much on that one. Goes right back to Suzuki. Yeah, they did toast it. Yep, they did. Japan has a 50-year plan to become world champions. I did not know that. I did not know that, but that's incredible foresight. Good job sticking with it, too. I mean, they got a chance. Japan down the left side. Too much on that one. Cleared away by Becker. Goes right back to Japan, though, midfield. They'll switch to play right side. Doan. Doan, through ball down the right. It's blocked. He'll get it back at midfield. Switches to the midfield circle. You know, if any country in Asia is going to win the World Cup, it's going to be Japan. Like, just ever in my lifetime. So, no. Play it back in his own half. Tomiyasu. Neymar's not in the game yet, Sports Talk. So, no. Yeah, Japan can... Yeah, we haven't seen a champ outside Europe or South America, but I was going to bet on 3 nations to do it. It'd be Morocco, Japan, U.S. Like, all time. Brazil get it back in midfield. They'll play through ball down the left side. Not a great ball. Vinny Jr. can't get there in time. It's cleared away. Back to Vinny Jr. though on the left side. Edge of the box, left side, looking for a run around Doan. He gets around Doan, has space for a cross. We'll get it back to the top of the box on the left side for Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes looks for space. Space is out there. Goes back up top. Back to Bruno Guimaraes on the left side. Cuts back to the top of the box. Looks for a 1-2. It's not there. They'll switch the play right side. Japan very organized in the 18. Not a lot of space. Marquinhos. Now Bruno Guimaraes once again. Switching the play Magalhães. He's up top. He thinks about a shot. He'll cross it in to the right post. Looking for a head of Hyon. Not there. Cleared away by Japan. There's not a lot of space to operate. Let him get into the attacking third, but once they get near the 18, the attack is flustered. Douglas Santos on the left side. Brazil right to left. Magalhães. Magalhães goes left side. Vinny Jr. overlap run down the left if he wants. Will go into the box instead. 1-2 back to Vinny Jr. Switching the play right side this time. We're going to open up some space. Cross into the box. Header 1 saved. Magalhães saved by Suzuki. Was a great ball from the right side. Magalhães. A great ball in. Brazil fans on their feet. Danilo on the cross. The header saved by Suzuki. They'll keep it down the left side. Vinny. Vinny back to the top of the box. Play a dummy run to the right side. Good switch. Cross into the far post for Vinny. Head away by Doan. Stays with Brazil. I would toast it, yeah. I would. I know a lot of people that have been. They say it's awesome. I would go. Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah, me too, Sports Talk. It felt very awkward. Only one game yesterday. Vinny Jr. down the left side. Looking for space. Cross in. Into the 6th. Striker falls down. No call. Vinny was running out of room. Cross had a lot of pace on it. One. Cleared away by Japan. They'll keep it on the right side, though. Brazil back at midfield. No, I don't think they were Sports Talk. I don't think they were thinking they were going to coast. Japan's a good team. They're a top 15 team. And they tied the Netherlands. They're a good team. Cross the box with Douglas Santos, headed away by Japan. This would not be a big upset. I'll put it that way. This would not be a big upset. Well, China's got to make a World Cup first, Toast. They have to actually make a World Cup first. Bruno Guimaraes switching the play right side. Or excuse me, Marquinhos switching the play right side. Crossing at the box. Goes to the far post. Header 1, the redirect. We are not tied up. That was cleared off the line. Did not go over the line. Don't know how now. Japan counterattack. Down the right side. Japan with numbers. Right side, Ito. Ito cross into the far post. Into the 18. Cross in. Too much on it. Behind for a goal kick. Oh, yeah, that's Sports Talk. I get it. Yeah, Tokyo's got a lot. You have 40 million. How did this not go over the line? A great redirected header. Cleared off the line. The header by Casemiro. Cleared off the line with the shoulder of Tomiyasu. A second clearance by Hiroki Ito. Suzuki got a head on that one, too. How on earth did that not cross? What a redirect. Casemiro did well on that header. Somehow cleared off the line. You figure right now, Japan using up their lifelines. How many do they have left? With how this half has started, if Japan has a cap that has 9 lives, they've used about 8 of them in these last 5 minutes. Brazil down the right side, edge of the box, goes back up top here. Cross in, no one there on the far post. Doan gets there, he'll look to clear. Not a great clearance, stays with Brazil in the attacking third on the left side. Brazil going right to left, Japan left to right. Throw and goes up top here for Magalhães. Magalhães goes left side, Douglas Santos. No VAR check, no, that was good. Magalhães. I do want to see the replay, like with the technology. Marquinhos, switching the play right side. Looking for a run down the right on Nakamura here. Cross into the box. Header won by Japan. Stays with Brazil, though, on the left side. Vinny. He'll keep it in play. Won't let it go out for a corner. He gets it back top of the box. Looks for a cross in. The cross, far post, straight cross. And now we're tied up. Cross in for the far post. And it's Cunha. It's Cunha. It's Cunha. His 4th of the World Cup. And we're all tied up. No doubt about that one. You had a feeling Brazil was going to get one. ECG, Jewel for 500. Appreciate you, man. Cat dead for 9 lives. Well, now they're dead. That was the 9th life. Told you. I told you. Figured on that sequence without it. So they used about 8 of their lives. That was the 9th. Cunha. Header from the right side. They were getting these crosses in. Oh, he does the 6-7 celebration. Are you serious? He really did the 6-7 celebration. Yeah, that one's going to stand. Yeah, that one's going to stand. He's onside. Yep. He's being held on. He's on by a shoulder length. He's onside by a shoulder length. They were getting these crosses in, good deliveries. Unlucky not to get one before in the first 10 minutes of the half. But out jumping there. And we're all tied up. Oh, excuse me, that was not Cunha. My bad on that one. That's Casemiro. That's 5, not 9. My bad on that one. My bad. But Casemiro, who was probably the man responsible. Yep, that was 5. My bad on that one. That's Casemiro. Regulation extras or shootout. We'll do that in a little bit. My bad on that one. Yeah, the 9 and the 5 look very similar on these jerseys. The 5 and the 9 look extremely similar. My apologies there. That was Casemiro on that header. Redemption from earlier. Casemiro was the man who let Sano just run by him. Now we got a brand new ball game. All not up at one. So Casemiro, the 3rd different goal scorer for Brazil this World Cup. We'll see how that changes things. Yeah, Brazil continue to attack. I had Brazil winning 2-1. They've looked the better side this half. I mean, Japan's been organized around the box, but poor marking job these last couple minutes. Brazil with some space. Yep. Everyone gets the math there. Yep, unfortunately. Yep. Unfortunately, yep. The 9 and the 5 look extremely similar with the spot. That's the one thing with the Brazil kits. The 9 and the 5 look very similar. Brazil trying to switch to play left side. It's a great first touch by Vinny. Oh, Vinny gets around his man. Vinny gets around Tomiyasu. Vinny with a great run. Comes back again. Vinny! Vinny off the post! Would have been the goal of the tournament. Vinny with a great run. And then the shot over the bar behind for a goal kick. Oh my goodness. Vinny with a phenomenal run took on the entire Japanese defense. Got around Tomiyasu with ease with a nutmeg. Then cuts back again. Ankle breaker on Sano. Ankle breaker on Taniguchi. And that close to putting Brazil in front. It was saved by Suzuki and then off the post. Oh my goodness. That would have been one of the best individual goals of the World Cup. The best, probably. Would have been the best. Brazil with all the momentum right now. You fancy Brazil could easily get another one. The crowd right back into it. It's very much a home game for Brazil. The fans on their feet. Yeah, Vinny, he has been sensational this World Cup. That close to his 5th. But Japan play a 1-2 down the right side. Try to get into the attacking 3rd. It's a good spin there, keeping his Ueda. Ueda edge of the box, right side, Doan. Doan cuts back inside. He gets around Casemiro. Feeds it into the box. It might have been a handball on Japan. Other way goes right back to Allison. So no issue there. Vinny was made for this moment. Yep. Vinny was made for these moments. Oh, man. Yeah, that would have been the best determinant. Yep, that would have been Maradona 86-esque on that run. I mean, that was insane. He took on the entire defense by himself. It's funny because Japan looked the faster team in the first half. Brazil looks the faster side now. Brazil throwing here. And they're going right to left. Japan left to right. What's been a cracking match so far. You know, it's awful, Toasted. It's just, there's no other way to say it. It's just terrible. It's a tragic disease. How's it going, RFK? Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here. Brazil won a free kick in their own half off the throw-in. Foul there by Ueda. Yeah, the Canada game, I'm ticked it was close. I mean, you missed nothing. I mean, to be fair, the goal by Eustachio at the end was great. Yeah, handball on Ueda. The goal at the end was great, but you missed nothing. That match was very bad. Yeah, it's a normal scoreboard, yeah, because we only have one game. That match was not good. You did not miss much. That goal by Eustachio was great because it saved me from watching 30 more minutes of that crap. That game sucked. This game isn't great. Vinny Jr. down the left side. He'll play it into the attacking third in the center of the pitch. Through ball down the left, looking for Vinny Jr. A lot of pace on that one. Stuck it around Doan, but couldn't get it. To Vinny Jr. on the left flank, and will go out harmlessly for a goal kick. I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. 215,000 total views this stream. We are 35 subs away from 76.1. If you like what you see, the like button, subscribe. $10 or more gets your name on that LED board behind me right here. As well, it does not do World Cup scores. I don't know why. The scroll does, but the LED does not. I wish they would change that. So there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to do it. Japan work at the back here. Boot it deep. It's not a good. That's not a good error by Brazil. Through ball down the left side. Looking for Maeda. And Allison's got to come off his line and get that. Thought Brazil had that header won. They did not. What's a nervy sequence there. Back to Brazil. Casemiro. Gives it off right side his own half. We'll go left side now. Magalhães back to his keeper, Allison. And Brazil going right to left. Japan left to right. My clock, for whatever reason, it does not go up by minutes. Once it gets to an hour, I don't know why, but unfortunately, that's just how it goes. Yeah, Yankees got swept, which is crazy. I mean, Japan's never won a knockout game. Yeah, nothing in the AL makes sense right now. Nothing makes sense. Yanks get swept. The Rays sweep the D-backs. That's actually not surprising, but the Rays, I mean, they're dominant right now in that division. Brazil in the attacking half. Bruno Guimaraes switches to play right side into the attacking third. Good switch there for Danilo. Gives it off right side. 1-2 down the right. It's a good play. Chance going to cross in here on the right side. High on. Gets it back. Edge of the box right side. Good first touch there by Cunha. Cunha back to High on the right side. High on. Gets across into the far post. Suzuki gets his hands on that one. And corrals it easily. It's a great run there by High on a clever ball roll. Get around Hiroki Ito. The cross, not enough on that one. Suzuki corrals that with ease. Japan work out the back. They need this hydration break to come. I'm the man, but I'm fired. Yep, I'm fired. I'm fired. Can Brazil get one more in the next 3 minutes before the hydration break? Because that could flip everything on its head. It's the criticism people have of the hydration break. Holds a lot of momentum. As an extra tactical break. Can Brazil get one while Japan's on the back foot right now? Or can Japan get one? They'll play a through ball down the left side. It's a good ball from midfield. Edge of the box, left side, Ueda. Ueda, he'll take a shot near post. Becker makes the save. It's not the greatest save. He does spill it a little bit, but he does corral it. Good through ball down the left side. Very good throw down the left side. And Ueda, shot actually deflected by Casemiro. Might have been going on target far post if not for that deflection. It's good recovery there by Casemiro. Yeah, still have an hour left. Yeah, but still no subs for Japan, and Brazil's only made one. We got a cross midfield here, Brazil. Left side, Vinny tries a through ball down the left side, deflected out of play, throw in. Back for Brazil. Douglas Santos at midfield. Yeah, Al Shire and Frank own the channel. Yes, they do. Bruno Guimaraes switches to play right side. Back to Vinny. On the left wing. Vinny in the attacking third. Looks for a run. Help defense arrives. Goes back up top to Magalhães. Magalhães spaced out there. Will go back to Casemiro. I'll switch to play right side. No, it was my ball now, Brian. The 9 and the 5 look very similar on these jerseys with the font. So, like the 9 and the 5 are almost indistinguishable at first glance. So it was Casemiro on the goal. My apologies there. It's Casemiro, not Cunha. It was 5, not 9. Run down the left side. Cross to the box there by Douglas Sanz. Cleared away by Japan. Thrown on the left side of the attacking third. Get after this is done. Germany against Paraguay. We will have a sub here. And Cunha's coming off. Martinelli comes on. The second sub for Brazil. He indexed 115. Jeez. And that's with humidity, too. At least Arizona, it's not humidity. Yeah. No, I did not miss that part of New York. The summers were kind of brutal there. So that's the second sub, and we have a double sub, it looks like, meanwhile, for Japan. Doan coming off. Nakamura coming off. Germany 1.5. I'll take Germany in that one. I think Germany 2-0. Cook with this momentum. Not yet. Not yet. Again, we got the hydration break coming up, and that'll change the complexion of this. And they get some subs now. Sugawara comes on the pitch. Some fresh legs up the back. Suzuki comes on as well. 3 subs remaining. For both sides. Brazil going right to left. Japan left to right. 66 minute here. It's belly time. Left side here. Douglas Sanz back to midfield. He will start today. Wait, the French Open runner-up got eliminated by someone in the 160s? Wow. Because it's like the French Open where nothing makes sense. Because French Open, everyone went down early. Like, no one wanted to win that. Brazil, right side. Trying to get a cross into the top of the box. It's not a great cross. Not a lot of pace or power on that one. Sano clears that easily. Go back into Brazil's own defensive half. And Allison gets there before it goes out of play. He'll play it at midfield. Midfield circle Magalhães. Gives it off left side here. Douglas Sanz left side, Vinny Jr. Martinelli. A good centralized position. They'll switch the play right side of the attacking third. Switch it down the right side. Looking for a run around Suzuki. Cross in. Not a lot of height on that cross. Headed away easily. Stays with Brazil in the attacking half. Martinelli wins the header. He'll go back to midfield. On the left side now. Go for Magalhães. Magalhães Martinelli through ball. Won by Japan, but then right back to Douglas Sanz. Now they'll play a long through ball in. Looking on the play for Endrick. Endrick goes down the box. No call. Cleared by Japan. Play on. It goes out of play. That should take us to the hydration break. Yeah, Pepperidge Farm members, Ellie. Yep, Pepperidge Farm members. Yeah, watch number 19. Yep, he went down. Tomiyasu. There was some light contact. I'm not sure it's enough to warrant a penalty. Tomiyasu, his hands were on the jersey, but not enough to warrant anything. So, play on. We will go to the hydration break. Brazil equalizing. No, he would not, Michael. No, I would not. And I'll put a poll up. Who advances? And if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. We're at the hydration break here. Chance for Japan to settle down because it's been all Brazil coming out of the halftime break. Hydration break right now. Is Japan this good? Yes. No, Japan's a darn good team. But Brazil's playing very well at the halftime break. Brazil is playing very well out of the halftime break. First half, they weren't getting a lot of crosses in. Now they are. Oh, that sucks, truck driver. And we got a cracking match so far. Japan with the first half goal. Brazil levels in the second half. Playing very, very well this half. Had a few other chances off the post a few times. Cleared off the line. Had their moments. Japan a chance to settle down a little bit off this hydration break. And Sano got the scoring started on a great 40-yard run, a shot from the top of the box. Casemiro on a cross into the box, leveled it. The Gemini commercials, yeah, I'm not crazy about them. Not crazy about those. Always root for the underdog. Unless it's USA. USA, I'm rooting for USA. I'm going to get you there, checkmate. I get you there. Japan has never won a knockout game. Brazil haven't missed the quarterfinals since 1990, which was so long ago that, for some perspective, Japan had never qualified for the World Cup at that point. The stadium they're playing this game at not only did not exist, but there was a different team in Houston that played in the NFL that was still playing at a different stadium. A completely different team. Powerade sponsors the hydration break. The last time Brazil did not make it to the quarterfinals, Powerade was 1 year old. Powerade was a brand new product. It's been a while. Cabo Verde, I don't want to say rooting. I mean, I just want good games. The only one I'm going to be rooting for is USA. But I would love it if Cabo Verde won. It'd be so much fun. I just want a good game. But I have no, like, I don't want to say rooting. Right, that being the Oilers of the Astrodome. Yep, across the parking lot. Astrodome hosts World Cup match? No, the stadium is abandoned at this point. It's completely abandoned. Japan free kick in midfield as we're back on our way here. This draws the Japan win. I'm not sure they're going to get too many more attacks unless it's on a counterattack. Martinelli on the foul. I'm not sure they get two more unless it's on a counterattack. I think everything favors Brazil right now. Japan going left to right. Brazil right to left. Yeah, the Oilers, well, that wasn't a letdown. I mean, they traded everyone. Everyone knew they were going to suck. They traded everyone. They went all in 93. 93 was their year. They didn't do it in 93, and Bud Adams just got rid of everyone, so I wouldn't say a letdown. I mean, Cody Carlson at quarterback, you're not going to win too many games with him. Just putting it that way. Brazil, in their own half here. Bruno Guimaraes plays it cross midfield on the right side. Good touch there by Endrick. Endrick plays it down the left side. Great ball by Endrick to Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. overlap on the left if he wants. He's got Douglas Sensa left. So come back inside. Vinny tries a shot. It's blocked. Vinny going on some nice runs right now. That shot blocked, not far off. Was going on target. Brazil get it back in midfield. Magalhães gives off left side. Douglas Santos. Douglas Santos left side. Martinelli. Up top, Magalhães. Will they use it for nowadays? Nothing. It just sits abandoned. Probably like storage. Sad what happened to that facility. The renovation ruined it, but it was like, I would love to go back in the 70s to see the Astrodome during the Love You Blue days. Yeah, Warren Moon, he was very good. Very good. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame for a reason. Got blackballed for a decade because of color of his skin, which was just awful. But you wonder what he could have done in the NFL if not for that. Meanwhile, cross in from the top of the box. Good cross by Magalhães. The header deflected out of play. Corner kick. High on the header. Said we want a corner out of it. It was a great ball. Headed out of play by Suzuki. Corner right side for Brazil. Yeah, I think Warren Moon would have probably, I mean, he was like number 2 in passing yards all time when he retired. He could have been easily number 1 by a lot if he was able to play in the NFL for the first decade of his career. Corner on the right side. The corner here, oh, that's a poor corner. No pace on that one, no height on that corner. Head away easily there by Ito. He'll never get above that. So they will not. Is it maintained? I'm not even sure. No, but I should have it at fire sale. No, we should not have. No. Would it be an upset? It'd be an upset, but it wouldn't be a shock. It'd be an upset, but it would not be like a monumental. Like, it would not be Cabo Verde against Spain. It would not be Curacao against Ecuador. It would not be anything like that. Japan's a good team. Be an upset, but not like a crazy upset. It'd be like an 11 seed beating a 6. If you want a March Madness comparison, it'd be like an 11 seed beating a 6. Vinny on the left side. Go back up top. Magalhães. Magalhães switches to play right side here for Marquinhos. Marquinhos. Left side, Martinelli. Martinelli, edge of the box on the left. Martinelli looks for a cross in. He'll get the cross to the right side, but takes a deflection of Sano. Back to Brazil, though, at midfield in the 75th minute. Martinelli. Martinelli on the left side. He'll play it to Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. goes back up top. Magalhães switches to play right side. Marquinhos. Marquinhos goes down the right side here. It's a 1-2. It's a poor 1-2. And Japan will actually start to play a high line. Japan's going to apply a bit of pressure here. It's Brazil working out the back. They'll go back to their own half for Magalhães. Playing a bit of a high line. Can Brazil break it? You know the strategy of Brazil. Play it down the flanks. Get a cross in. There might be some opening here if Japan's caught napping on this high line. We'll keep working out the back here. Left side here. Midfield, Douglas Santos. Japan still playing a high line. They'll play a 1-2 down the left side. Vinny, good first touch. Now some space for a ball to the center of the pitch. Yep, that's the spot, but a poor through ball down the left side. I don't know why Endrick didn't just keep going. I don't know why Endrick didn't just keep going down the center. It's a poor ball down the left. It's like he telegraphed that. He had space down the center. Vinny played it perfectly. Brazil will get it back in their own half, though. Good challenge there by Casemiro to beat Ito to the ball. The Oilers should have made it further. Yeah, the fact they didn't is crazy. If Warren won a Hall of Famer, if he retired in 93, no. Actually, that's a good question. That's a good question. If he retired after 93. 6 Pro Bowl, be close. Probably senior committee. I'd probably say senior committee on that. I'd say his case is probably worse than Ken Anderson. So I would probably say senior committee. Yeah, Beasley, yeah. How hard is it to not? You're making millions of dollars. I don't get it. Yeah, Beasley's a moron. Back to the top, Martinelli. He'll try a chip. Martinelli from the top of the box tried to chip the keeper. Well wide. Well wide. Martinelli had some space on the top of the box. You know, it's awful, Chris. It's absolutely awful. It's a tragic disease, and there's no cure for it. It just sucks. Subs here for Japan, meanwhile. Kamada on a yellow card is going to come off. Looks like Tanaka's coming on. Ito comes off. And coming on for Japan, it's a double sub. Will be Tanaka coming on, number 7. And then Endo. Shuto Machino goes by Endo. According to the pronunciation, goes by Endo. But he will come on the pitch here. So they're back underway here. No, that is Endo. Yeah. That is Endo. Yeah, I was going to say, they got that one wrong. I was going to say. Yeah, Endo's coming on. This is his first appearance of the World Cup. Endo's first appearance of the World Cup. I was going to say, yeah, ESPN got the thing wrong. Yeah, it is Endo. Yeah. Can Japan go left to right? No, I'm not ready either, Nick. I mean, look, I hated playing him, but he was my childhood. I hated playing him. It was a fun division with CJ2K and Foster and MJD. I mean, that's my childhood right there. You know, it gets even worse. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. I don't wish it on anyone. It's tragic. And affects, like healthy people, too. That's the scary part. Like, CJ2K was in good health. It'd be one thing, like, a disease that impacts you, like, it's down the right side here. Dispossessed there is Endrick. Like, it's one thing, like Alzheimer's sucks, but it affects people mainly in, like, their 70s and beyond, like, older people. This is, like Lou Gehrig, Chris Strasser, like, they're perfectly healthy individuals. Like, in the prime of their lives and prime of their careers, and then this happens. How far do you think U.S. goes? I think quarterfinals. I think quarter. Yeah, Ham looks good. Like, that's the scary part with this disease. So you don't know how it starts. strikes healthy individuals. Japan work on the back here. Tomiyasu. Yuval's open to source feed. Yep. I mean, Rapoli said that. I think it's a bad look for the league. It's a bad look for the league. He'll never come, but it's a really bad look for the UFL. I wouldn't want to get in bed with a gambler like that, who could impact the results. Especially when you already have so many betting segments. I think you're setting yourself up for potential lawsuits there. Danilo goes back in his own half again. Brazil going right to left. The pace has definitely slowed down since the hydration break, which is what we figured. Magalhaes, left side. He'll play it down the left. Vinny Jr. Vinny down the left side. He's going to try to get around 2 defenders. That time, Japan wins that. They'll clear it away. Ronaldinho coming out of retirement? Wait, I did not see that. For 11 years? Man. In serious say, I mean, there's not a lot of quality there, so. I absolutely RFK, yep. Because at least there's a cure. It's not a great cure, but there's a cure. There's also different levels of it, too. Like, there's also different levels of cancer. We know how it works. ALS, we really don't know how it works. And, like, you're on borrowed time at that point. Cancer, you can outlive it by a lot. You can beat it. It's tough, but you can beat it. You still have plenty of time. ALS, like, once it happens, it's over. Magalhaes. Top of the box, back to Magalhaes. Tries to get a cross into the box, head away by Japan. Back to Brazil, right side, Marquinhos. Marquinhos goes right side edge of the box. Back to Marquinhos. He'll play center for Martinelli. Martinelli has space on the left to give his Douglas Santos if he wants. He will now go Douglas Santos on the left. Vinny on the left side. You know, I'm worried about it too. But we first got to get there. We got to get there first. And first up, Belgium could lose to Senegal. Belgium's not playing great this World Cup. New Zealand, anyone can score in New Zealand. New Zealand's not a good team. Magalhaes switches the play left side. Douglas Santos once again. Martinelli up top, about 30 yards away. He'll get a cross into the far post. Too much on it, no one there. Martinelli has not been great with his touches today, and he'll ruin that attack, and he'll go out behind for a goal kick. Will my league take source? No, it would not. Nope. We should start league inside source. We should, yep. Yeah, that too RFK. Yep, you see the body breakdown too. I guess Alzheimer's like the body doesn't like necessarily break down. But ALS, like, you deteriorate, like. Yeah, it's a one road to oblivion. Yeah, it's not fair. Life's not fair. It sucks. It sucks. It's a horrible disease, and when I woke up to that news, I couldn't believe it. It makes you appreciate life more. Because you never saw it coming. It's one thing of, like when you see people, like, dying or of young age from choices, that's one thing. But when it's a disease like that, it just comes out of nowhere. It makes you really appreciate life more. Run down the right side. Yellow card here, Suzuki. As Brazil gets a free kick at the edge of the box on the right side. Like, it's one where, like, you just wonder, like, will it happen to me? Just because this is a it's a perfectly healthy individual. It's a perfectly healthy individual whose sake can't happen to anyone. It's awful. It's just awful. Free kick on the right side. Suzuki gets a yellow. Edge of the box here for Brazil. 3 men standing over this. Probably can't go for goal from here. He can get a cross in. They try to find the head of Casemiro, potentially, who's got a goal today. Bruno Guimaraes standing over this ball. Looks like he'll be the one to take. Can they go far post Casemiro? 84th minute here. Bruno Guimaraes standing over this ball. He's going to take the free kick. Now he's not. He's going to lay it off. Go with the left foot over the bar. Corner kick. It's a left-footed delivery there. Bruno laid off. High on took it. Flicked it into the 6. And flicked behind by Suzuki. Corner on the right side for Brazil. Corner on the right. Another poor corner. Not a lot of height on that one. It's a dribbler. Stays with Brazil, though, left side. Vinny. Efforts clear away with Japan initially. Vinny tries to get a cross, and there's a Brazilian down the box. He'll go back up top. The shot here, well off the mark. Bruno Guimarães, well off the mark. Martinelli's down in the box. It's so defensive but structurally sound. Yep, exactly. Right, exactly, Arctic. That's the thing. Like if someone gets cancer from smoking, it's like, well, it sucks, but you know, like, that's a side effect of smoking. Left, right, Messi, Ronaldo. Ronaldo, yes, definitely. Definitely Ronaldo. Messi, I'm not sure because the World Cup is in Argentina for a bit in 2030, so I think he might come back off the bench for one more time. Yeah, one more time. Yeah, Brazil's not been the most creative this match. Messi, I think, will have one more World Cup in him, just because he'll come off the bench in his home country. Martinelli gets back onto his feet. Goal kick coming up for Japan. In 86th minute here. Is there one more goal to be had before we play another 30? Putting it deep here off the goal kick is Suzuki. He'll get it to the midfield circle on the right side. Now on the right side, Sugawara. Through ball down the right. It's a good through ball. Edge of the box for Japan. Having a main chance to the attacking third this half. Endo. Back right side, Sugawara. Up top it goes for Sano. Sano, right side now. Endo. Crosses to the box. No height on that one. Cleared away easily by Brazil. Can they start a counter offense? Japan wins the header at midfield. Brazil gets it right back. Endrick. Through ball down the center of the pitch. And Suzuki comes off his line and clears it out for a throw in on the right side. It's a good through ball in from Endrick to Martinelli. A great job there with Suzuki coming off his line. Is he retired mid-World Cup? No, he would finish it. He wouldn't retire mid-World Cup. Guys don't retire mid-World Cup. It's not fair to the players. Because they can waste a spot. The roster's locked in. It wouldn't be fair to them. The Ochoa thing was different because goalkeepers never get replaced. So Ochoa will never play again. Like that's a little bit different. Because you bring 3 keepers. And that one's not an issue. Vinny Jr. left side. He's not retired. He just will never play again. Douglas Sanz. Magalhães. Switching the play right side. Marquinhos. Danilo. Looking for a run. Pushed off the ball. That should be a free kick, and it is. Two-handed shove with the extension of the arm. Easy call there. Free kick for Brazil about 30 yards away. Chance to whip one in from this spot. The foul there, the shove from Suzuki, who's already on a yellow. Got to be careful here. Free kick on the right side. Ball into the box. Punched away by Suzuki. Stays with Brazil. Vinny. Fakes the ball down left. Has space. Vinny. Vinny shot blocked. Corner kick. Vinny with a great fake on the overlap down the left side. That was creative. Corner on the right. Another set piece here for Brazil. The building's packed. Yep. Yeah, it's awful, Dan. Yep. It's awful, Dan. I know, he's still really good, Cujo. That's the other thing, too. He's still really good. Brazil will go short on the corner. Now they'll whip it into the box. Header, won by Japan. Not big round the corner kick so far today. Stays with Brazil to win the attacking half. They'll play it left side here for Vinny. Vinny looking for some space down the left. He'll cut back to the center. Now cuts back left again. Gets around his man. Good job getting around Tanaka. Running out of space. And Tanaka dispossesses him. Vinny so lively on the ball, but then comes back. And Vinny beats Tanaka. And he'll win a free kick. What hustle there by Vinny. Basically unlimited stamina. You think he'd just come off the bench. He's doing this in the 90th minute. Now Vinny. Ball into the box. Suzuki gets there. Looking far post on the right side. Suzuki goes quick down the left. Again, Japan going left to right. They'll get across the field. Good cut back inside. They'll switch the play down to the right. It's a good switch. Down the right side, Sugawara. In the attacking third, Sugawara. Yeah, I'm impressed with Suzuki too. Sugawara dances around his man. He gets around the Brazilian defender. Crosses to the box. No one there. Stays with Japan though at the top. Tanaka. I figure 5 minutes of added time. Left side. Into the box. Tries a cross. That one cleared by Marquinhos with ease. I would think 5 minutes. We saw a stoppage time goal yesterday in South Africa, Canada. 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes to get one, otherwise we play 30. Might be a bit more than that. Is the injured player for Brazil. Yeah, there's an injured player on the pitch for Brazil. So it might get a little bit more than that. Well, Messi, the thing with Messi is that is going to be in it's going to be in Argentina. No, chocolate. It's not allowed to be. 2 goalkeepers at once? No, you're not. You want Wisconsin Sports 3 as well? Yeah, unfortunately, Clint, on that one. Why is LeBron's high school arena so small? I mean, most arenas are like that. Most arenas are very much like that. Fabinho is going to come on the pitch for Brazil. It's going to be more than 6 minutes of added time. Can they sub Suzuki? They're allowed to. It would cost them a sub, but they're allowed to. Yeah, most players are 40 goalkeepers. Yep, very much so. Very much so. You don't see field players over 40, unless you're Ronaldo. It's probably for their detriment. Or to their detriment, I should say. And we will see a sub here. Casemiro, who's on a yellow card, but did get the goal. He will make way for Fabinho. They'll have 2 subs remaining. If you go to extra time, you do get an extra sub. Casemiro limps off the pitch. He was the man who was down. I think LeBron goes, I think 1 more year with the Lakers, and then we'll go back to the Cavs for the final season. 2 more years, 1 with the Lakers, 1 with the Warriors. Or 1 with the Cavs, I mean. Imagine we still quarter more seats. Yeah, we're probably going to play way more than 6 minutes of added time because of the Casemiro injury. Probably looking at about 7.5, maybe 8 minutes of added time. Oh, I get you on that one, Dan, yeah. Casemiro was poor in the first half, allowing the run for Sano, but quite good in the second half. Made up for his mistake earlier with the equalizer. Fox Studio guys. Henri's good, Zlatan's arrogant, Lallis, well, Lallis is Lallis. He does, Michael, he does a little bit. In that red sweater. Japan on the right side here. Tomiyasu. Trying to play into the attacking third. On the turn, can't get there in time as Ueda. Brazil clear. Back to midfield. Play a long ball down the right side. It's a good ball. Chance here, top of the box. Cuts back inside. Trying to get around Taniguchi. On the right side here, Endrick. Endrick, shot, block, corner kick. Endrick does well on that one. Endrick does very well. It's a great ball from midfield and Endrick. Starting to get into the match a little bit. Corner on the right. I would hope so, Clint, yeah. Yeah, Warriors, I would hate that move. Just where it makes sense, too. Corner on the right. They'll work it to the top of the box. Looking for the head of Fabinho. Over the bar. His first touch of the game. Sails way over the bar. Goal kick. Not been great off corners today. Again, both teams do get an extra sub if it does go into extra time. Yeah, Landon Donovan's not good. No, Landon Donovan is not a good commentator. I've said that for a while. That Ian Dark is great, but Landon Donovan is just not good. He's only there because of his legacy. He's not a good broadcaster. He's very dry. And very Captain Obvious. Doesn't seem comfortable. Douglas Santos gives off Magalhaes. Switching the play midfield right side. 2 minutes of added time minimum. You figure another 2 more minutes because of the Casemiro injury. Fabinho. Left side it goes. Douglas Santos back to midfield here. Magalhaes into the midfield circle. Marquinhos. Right side. Back to midfield. Marquinhos. Magalhaes on the left side at midfield. Magalhaes. Play it left side now. Douglas Santos. Magalhaes. Douglas Santos left side. Back to the midfield circle for Magalhaes. Yeah, Alexi Lalas sucks. I'm with you on that one, ACG. With you there. They'll switch the play right side. Brazil, it's a 1-2 down the right. Edge of the box on the right side. Cuts back inside. Will feed it top of the box here. Danilo. Danilo taking off the ball nicely there by Tanaka. Tanaka then dispossessed. Didn't see a streaking player coming in from behind Bruno. Bruno feeds it! Martinelli! 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 Goal! Goal! Goal Brazil! Goal Brazil! In the 95th minute! Martinelli! Martinelli! His first of the tournament! And what a time to get it! Tanaka dispossessed at the edge of the box on the right side. They work the cross in. Up top for Bruno. Does well to hold the play. Martinelli a mile onside. Has space just outside the 6. A cool first touch with the weak foot to put it on his strong foot. And a cool composed finish into the right corner. Tanaka quite poor trying to clear that ball away. Bruno Guimaraes does well to hold the play. Martinelli stays onside. A beautiful job getting off his left foot to go to his stronger foot on the right. And buries it into the right corner. Another stoppage time goal in the knockout rounds. That could be the deciding one. Heartbreak for Japan. If this holds. It dropped to 0-5 lifetime in the knockout rounds. As Brazil, their streak of making it to at least the quarterfinals every World Cup still hangs on. Their streak of winning a knockout match every time since 1994 holds on. Ogawa comes on the pitch for Japan as the final sub. So Ogawa's coming on. One last hurrah. Ogawa enters the pitch. Sub here for Brazil. Danilo Santos comes on. Bruno Guimaraes, who had the assist on that goal. He will come off. Martinelli off the bench. Was wasteful on a lot of his shots today. Could be the hero here. The sub, meanwhile, for Japan. Coming on the pitch is Ogawa. Japan tries to get a cross in. It's blocked. And out for a throw-in for Brazil. On the right side. Maeda's the man that came off, by the way. Some fresh legs in the attacking midfield. We played 6 minutes, but again, we had a goal, and we also had injury stoppage. So will we play a little bit more? We're in the 98th minute. Well past the allotted 6. As things stand, Brazil going through their first lead of the match. Comes right at the death. You gotta come, Troops, man. I want to cut of that one. I want to cut of that one. 99th minute now. Taniguchi gets a foot on it. He'll clear it away. Brazil keep it at midfield. They'll boot it deep down the pitch. Taniguchi tries to win the header. He does. Falls for Tanaka. Cleared down by Japan. Trying to play it down the left side. Brazil chase it down and they'll win a free kick. Shove from behind on the left side. By Endo. And Tanaka, you have to question. He was so lackadaisical in his own half. So lackadaisical in his own box. Just had to clear that ball. He took his time. Got dispossessed. And they crossed the top of the box for Bruno. Held it well. Great ball. Great first touch by Martinelli. Free kick for Brazil. Alisson to take. He'll just boot it deep. You figure that's going to do it. We've played 100 minutes. 4 past the allotted time. Any moment now, will they have one final chance at an attack? Long ball here by Suzuki. They'll let him try one more time. Header won by Brazil. Back to midfield. Tomiyasu plays into the box down the right side. Header won by Brazil. They'll look to clear, they will. Back in the attacking third now, cleared by Brazil. Poor first touch on the right side by Tomiyasu. That should do it. Not yet. Not yet somehow. Not yet. We have played 5 minutes past the allotted 6 minutes. Long thrown into the box for Japan. Header won by Brazil. Stays with Japan 40 yards away. Brazil clears it. That'll do it. That'll do it. Martinelli, the hero of the 95th minute. And Brazil wins a knockout round match at the World Cup for the 9th consecutive tournament. An almost improbable streak. Uncommon with a tour. Appreciate you, man. Brazil, there you go. And almost, well, I don't think it's a trap game. I mean, you have to remember, Japan's a darn good team. Japan's a darn good team. Uncommon with a tour. Appreciate you, man. For the 9th straight World Cup, Brazil advances. Almost improbable streak. It continues for one more tournament. Yeah, no, he's a great manager, CB. Brazil down 1-0 at the half. Come back and take it 2-1. Casemiro on the first goal. Bruno to Martinelli on the second. And Brazil punches their ticket into the round of 16. Appreciate you, chocolate. Brazil punches their ticket into the round of 16. Or they will take on the winner of Ivory Coast, Norway on July 5th over in East Rutherford. Where they will stay on the East Coast for the remainder of the tournament. If they win, it's Miami, and then Atlanta, then East Rutherford for the final. Appreciate you, Clint. Appreciate you. Yeah, this is why we do it. This is exactly why we do it. Exactly why we do it. Australia's in, but you mean like the continent of Asia? Yes. Australia's the last hope for AFC. Australia's the last hope for AFC. Oh, jeez, RFK. Jeez. Eric Collins, I appreciate you, Clint. Eric Collins is great. I love him. He's awesome. Brazil at the death. Japan did not do much on the attack in the second half. They were just parking the bus. Organized for the most part, but Tanaka's poor clearance does Japan in. You have to wonder for Japan when they'll get over that hump. It'd be a lot to ask against Brazil, obviously. Appreciate GCG. It's annoying, Cujo. I'd say it's annoying. They made it to the knockout round 5 straight times. Or 5 times, I should say. And all 5 times have been eliminated before winning a match. They made the World Cup every year since 1998. They have never won a knockout match. This felt like their moment. And for the heartbreak of 2022, losing to Croatia on penalties, this felt like the moment. For a brief moment, shades of what happened against Belgium in 2018. They were up 2-0 in the 68th minute. Allowed 3 goals, including 1 in stoppage time. Japan fans having flashbacks to that Belgium match where they lost on pretty much the final kick of the match. You know, Racers for Japan. Good comparison for them? Texans. I think Texans are a good comparison. But just the heartbreak for Japan. They made it to the knockout round 5 times. Lose by 1 against Turkey. Lose on PKs against Paraguay. lose to Belgium on the final kick of the match, lose to Croatia on penalties, and now lose on the final, or in stoppage time, I should say. Martinelli, off the bench, had a lot of shots in the match that were off target. That one was not. And that one is the one that puts Brazil through for the 9th straight World Cup. A record that might never get broken. Scott sending a goat show over 1,000 jewels. Appreciate you, man. It means a lot to me. Appreciate you, man. Love the jewels. Keep them coming. Appreciate you, man. Trophy thing? I don't know. It's like YouTube's version of bits on Twitch. I get money off of it. I do get money out of jewels. I think everyone gets like jewels to start and they can just give how they want. He had over 6 hours of sleep. Oh, that's a new record for him. That's a new record. Appreciate you. Legend, I appreciate you, man, on Common's Truth. Appreciate you, man, on that. So go to commentary. That means a lot to me, Scott. I love doing this. I love doing this. This is so much fun. I love hanging out with you guys, being able to call the World Cup for it. Over 242,000 views this stream, which is nuts to think about. For 242,000. My God. But just heartbreak for Japan once again. And Brazil, it's 9 straight World Cups they've won a knockout game. Not made it to the knockouts and won a knockout game. 9 straight they've won a knockout game. So that means they qualified out of their group and won a knockout game. The streak continues. He'll see him to 1.5 million. Yeah, I might have to go on the floor again. I would volunteer to do an overnight stream to help out, but with the World Cup, my voice is probably going to be shot. My sleep schedule's going to be shot. All right, on that note, we're going to sign off here. It's going to redirect you to Germany against Paraguay. And everything ready for that stream. We might know on that Super Show. We might. Someone's going to ask the question. Someone's going to ask the $1 million question. But someone had taken a photo with him. Like, he would have posted a photo. All right, the next match will be Germany-Paraguay. See you guys for that. It's going to redirect you there. I'm going to start that stream in like 20 minutes. And we'll do the countdown clock and everything. Appreciate you guys' time for tuning in. Brazil wins 2-1. They advance to the round of